Remember those late nights? Absolutely buried under stacks of spreadsheets trying to make sense of a real estate deal. I used to joke you needed like a PhD just to decipher some of those contracts. Well, thankfully, it seems those days might be numbered for a lot of us. Okay, let's unpack this a bit. Today, we're doing a deep dive into how AI, and yes, specifically ChatGPT, is really changing the game for real estate pros right now in 2025.
Yeah, it's fascinating, actually. What the sources are showing is that ChatGPT isn't just, some simple chatbot anymore. It's really becoming more like a comprehensive virtual assistant, almost an analyst and strategist rolled into one. It's designed to streamline your workflows, supercharge that deal analysis, stuff that took hours, now potentially minutes.
Minutes is? Oh, wow, that's a big claim. So our mission today really is to pull out the most important nuggets on how you, the listener, can actually use ChatGPT to get a real edge. We're hoping for some surprising facts here, maybe a shortcut to getting properly informed. Right, let's get practical then. Based on the sources, where's ChatGPT making the biggest splash right now? Like the most immediate impact for real estate folks? Is it really tackling that mountain of paperwork, the contracts, the leases, the stuff that always slows things down?
Oh, absolutely. That's a huge one the sources point to. You can literally upload, say, a whole complex lease agreement, multi-tenant stuff, and ChatGPT. It'll summarize the key points for you, pulls out critical details like rent increase schedules, those tricky early termination clauses, even landlord responsibilities, tenant rights, things like that.
So it's not just saving time reading.
No, it's more than that. It's about, well, democratizing due diligence, you could say. Think about spotting a really crucial clause or maybe a hidden fee that you might have just skimmed over otherwise. It lets you potentially walk away from a bad deal before you sink serious time or money into it. Right, that's huge. It's like having proactive risk mitigation that maybe previously only came after days or weeks of legal review.
Okay, that's impressive for the initial document review. But what about, the core financial analysis? You've got the summary. How quickly can ChatGPT help us really figure out if a deal makes money? This is where it gets interesting for investors, isn't it?
Yeah, this is really where it shines, I think. You can feed it the basic numbers, purchase price, maybe your renovation budget, expected rents, operating costs, and bang, it calculates those essential metrics instantly. Your cap ratings, the annual return, your cash-on-cash return, how much cash your down payment generates each year, even things like break-even occupancy, the point where income covers costs.
And it doesn't just spit out numbers, does it? Does it give you any, context, interpretation?
It does, yeah. It explains the results in plain English, which is great.
Yeah.
But even more powerful, it can benchmark your deal. You tell it your investment goals, your buy box criteria, property type, location, desired returns, whatever, and it tells you if the property actually fits. It's not just a number, it's instant context for your strategy. That means you can pivot fast, negotiate with more confidence, maybe even if you're new to that particular market.
That kind of clarity is, well, it's invaluable.
Okay.
Okay, so beyond that first assessment, what about all those what-if scenarios? The things that keep investors awake at night, like comparing different loan options or worrying about market changes.
Right, a total game changer for that. You can paste in, say, loan offers from different lenders. ChatGPT summarizes them, compares them side by side, calculates estimated lifetime borrowing costs. It can even flag hidden fees sometimes. It can suggest which financial structure might align best with your goals.
And the stress testing.
Exactly. Stress testing deals. What if vacancies go up? What if interest rates jump? What if rents just flatten out? It runs those scenarios, adjusts the key variables, gives you best case, worst case, and sort of your base case projections all at a glance. So you see the potential upside, sure, but also the downside risk before you commit, before you pull the trigger.
Okay, so you've crunched the numbers, run the scenarios. Whether it's a flip or a long-term rental, you still need to sell it, right? Tell the story to investors or maybe market it to buyers. The sources mentioned ChatGPT helps with that too, turning data into content.
Precisely. It can take all that raw data, the analysis you've done, and help you craft polished, persuasive content. Think full investment summaries, social media posts, email marketing campaigns, even just compelling property descriptions. It helps make sure your narrative, your story, highlights the deal's strengths and stays totally aligned with the actual numbers. Consistency.
So wrapping this up then, what does this all mean for you, the listener? It sounds like ChatGPT isn't about replacing your attorney or your lender or your broker.
Not at all. That's a key point.
Right. It's more like having this tireless analysts sitting right there with you 24/7. It's a tool to enhance what professionals do, make them more efficient, give deeper insights.
Exactly. And if we zoom out, connect this to the bigger picture, the sources are pretty clear on this. Using AI like ChatGPT for deal analysis, it's rapidly moving from being just a nice-to-have feature to an absolute must-have if you want to close more deals, waste less time, and just operate with a way more confidence, especially heading into 2025 and beyond. It's really about empowering you to make smarter decisions faster.
So, our advice. Maybe start small. Just experiment a little. Try running your next potential deal through ChatGPT. Just see how it impacts your speed, your analysis, your decision making. It could be eye-opening. And maybe a final thought to leave you with. Consider how this capability turning really complex data into clear, actionable insights and even persuasive content almost instantly. How might that reshape the whole competitive landscape? Not just for new investors versus seasoned pros in real estate, but maybe. What other industries could see similar huge shifts in how they analyze things and plan strategy? Something to think about.